That's who you are, that's one of ever planes. I'm still taking what this place like a jail. I'm gonna make it snap it, throw it like a jet bombs. We start a journey with a name. Many getting traumatized right now, why? We are your humanity, all us is calamities. Are we gonna suffer?
Your condition in camp is a little bit, but we think that there is a place where your own is a little bit diabolical than our experience that we have gotten. Then I would love for you to share a little bit more, show light on that aspect of your own journey of asylum and both in Germany and across other countries, and also your encounter with our brother who just depart, Joseph Kamara.
That is, as our brother was saying, for me, I've lived a little bit in Ankerzentrum, but if I talk, I will talk as an immigrant in general.
Yeah.
In Europe, not only in Germany, because for me, the experience doesn't start from Germany.
Yeah.
Actually, Germany is like the last one, which is less than what I have faced before.
Yeah.
What I have experienced. I can even say that what I have experienced here in Germany is less than what I have experienced in other countries. It doesn't make Germany like pure. Yeah. But there is a hell are different.
Yeah.
The way you are saying, like, desert was a hell to us, I've never experienced a hell desert. I didn't pass through desert, and I can't tell you the story from the desert, from Libya, from wherever. I just encountered people who passed there, but I have my own sufferings here.
Yeah.
I have faced I have faced 2 deportations in Europe, which was very tough on me. We tried to pass through, in summary, I have asked Asylum in Finland first, but because I had document in Poland, which I was running away from Poland because I knew Poland, they don't accept asylum seeker.
Yeah.
They speak on TV, they don't hide it.
Yeah.
They just speak on TV. They shoot immigrants.
Yeah.
They are proud of shooting and beating immigrants that are coming from their border. We are not, I'm not like supporting maybe people to come illegally, but when that happens, those are human beings. They are not beings or some animals that you shoot or you hunt like you're hunting animals. They are human beings. There is a reason why they are there.
Yeah.
And there is a reason why they came through all of those sufferings. Then when I went to Finland deported me, but I had bad experience there about the lawyer. I didn't know nothing. I didn't have someone to guide me. I have tried to approach the lawyers, and the lawyers did do nothing. I remember one day I wrote so-called my lawyer that they gave me, especially this lawyer that they give you for free.
Yeah.
Free lawyer, they call it a volunteer lawyer that helps like refugees. Those ones, most of them, they work with governments.
Yeah.
I remember they gave me rejection. I sent him the rejection. I told him appeal. He appealed in the morning. In 2 hours, they replied another negative. In 2 hours. I was asking him, how is it possible to get how is it possible to get a negative in 2 hours?
How did they process it?
How did they process it? He said, if you don't accept, then what can I do? That's a lawyer. So I said, okay. If they said Poland will secure me. It's okay. Let me go back to Poland. I went back to Poland. But that's where the hell started. Poland, they have put me in custody, airport custody. They have mentally tortured me there inside. And luckily, they forced me to sign paper. I was asking to get a lawyer. They refused to sign paper by force, which I didn't understand, which was the paper that was putting me in, favoring them and putting me in a circumstance which I will not prove in the future. And that was my challenge when I came first time here in Germany, those papers. So they told me, they gave me 72 hours to leave.
72 hours?
72 hours. I first resist there in the airport, where someone tells you, we don't care about you. We do not care about your life. That's what they were saying. We don't care about your life. We do not care about your life. Whether you cry, whether you tell them about your problems, they don't understand. So I got out. I had 27 because they gave me my document. They told me to leave their country. I tried to go to Belgium. When I was traveling to Belgium, I passed through Germany. That's why when I was arrested by German police, they put me in prison in Hof for 2 months. After 2 months, they sent me back again to Poland. I remember through all of those process, that's when I developed PTSD and because of pressure, post-traumatic disorders. After that, when they sent me back to Poland, they have given me the worst treatment I've ever met. That's why I always tell you guys, you pass through your desert, but I had also my desert.
So
I'm not a criminal. I have never killed anyone. I have never robbed. I have never talked in the wrong way. I've never raised my voice. But the way they carry you, it's like you are Osama bin Laden. They put you chains under your legs. They put you chains everywhere. I remember they took me in a car. It was winter time. I tried to ask them to put me in to let me get my sweater. They refused. 8 hours driving with small thing in that coldness. I reached there sick, where the prison, and where they put us. When I entered there, my trauma, if it was like 70, it became 120. I got sick when I arrived there. When they saw that I almost, luckily, with the social worker that I met and the human right that came to visit us, they are the ones that pushed for my release. So, and the doctors. I got released, but still, where I was sent, it was the same thing. You go to hospital, they don't want to treat you. You go to the hospital, you tell them I have this problem. They don't want to treat you. I have developed ulcers, which was coming from all of those things, all of those days, all of those transfers that I was staying. Sometimes I would eat once a day. Sometimes I could feel like I don't want to eat, even if the food is there. From those kind of life and struggles, I developed ulcers, gastric, and mental issues. That was very tough. And after that, I passed through the asylum seeker procedure in Poland, which is fake. I call it fake asylum seeker because they know finally that they will not give you document. They know even before that they will not give you document. They even tell you before. I did the interview compared to the interview that I did here in Germany. They write what you didn't tell them. They can't give you the access to your file. Even if you use your lawyer. I have gone several times to their office to ask to access to my file before they gave me even the result. They refused to, because they know what they wrote there. I decided to come again to Germany. Luckily, Germany received me. But the worst nightmare was that they sent me again to Ankerzentrum. When I came, I passed through the Sachsen, which is Hanover, a place called Oldenburg. The place was a little bit accommodated than what I experienced in as our brother was saying that not everyone, or not everywhere, or not every office is not good in Germany. Actually, I can give them a little bit credit that according to that is my experience. I'm not talking about your experience, but or other people's experience. But
here in Bamberg or Oldenburg?
Oldenburg.
Yeah.
According to my experience, Oldenburg, they have received me well. People, they talk to you respectfully. If they refuse something, they refuse respectful.
Yeah.
They refused to receive my case in Oldenburg because I had my fingerprint from the previous case here in Bavaria in Hof. So they told me I have to come. But I didn't knew Ankerzentrum. If I knew Ankerzentrum before, I would not come. But I said, let me not fight against these officials and the decision of government. And another thing, I had that pressure of fear.
Yeah.
That said, anything that they say, you have to say yes. From the police that has terrified me in Germany, from the police, the negative things in Finland, from all of those deportations, from all of those arrests. Even here in Germany, I went to court for the first time. They took me to court, no lawyer. I signed the document. They lied me to push me the document, but I didn't know that it was the document that would give them the access to take me back. I come to know that after that I signed accepting I can be deported. I didn't know that. But I saw it in the eyes of the judge after I signed, because I had resisted until even the translator was telling me, sign, there is no problem.
The translators are
you are troubled, you are terrified, you trying to respect the officials until I signed. And that was the same mistake I did even in Poland to sign the papers that say that I will deport myself.
And if you do against them, that is, you have committed an offense.
You have committed an offense. So from there, in Ankerzentrum, I passed. Fortunately, I came too much sick with all of those things. In Ankerzentrum, I will talk one thing, which I have noted, which is not good. And I will relate it, even if we don't know what happened to our brother, but we have the image from our experience. We can't confirm that his death 100%. It has something to do with the camp, but we have, according to the experience that according to the experience that we have, and how our brother was complaining, I will link it with what he was saying. I got there, I was sick. I have ulcers. And there, they eat bread in the morning. I can't eat bread. Lunch is the one that they change a little bit with like small spoonful there. But also, me, I don't eat all the food. Like, especially like beans. I don't eat beans. And they were cooking beans. When they eat beans, that means I will not eat. I will not take lunch that day. If in evening they give bread, I would come, I will get maybe one fruit if it is banana or something that sometimes some fruits also was disturbing me. So I have to see how I can live in that situation. But if it would continue, I would have developed other sickness which I was not supposed to have because of that experience. Where someone, you go to the hospital, I went several times. I faced the doctors, I told them, write at least a letter from the kitchen for the people who has a problem because I had gastric issues, for them to start cooking for me some special food for me. So they refused. I didn't know why. I insist. I was always in the hospital. My body was getting weak. If someone sees me here, fortunately now I'm cooking on my own. My life has come back again. I can say even the stomach and the problem that I had of sleeping, taking pills of sleeping every day, it's now a little bit coming down with the experience of talking, sharing my stories with people, having friends. I didn't know anyone. I don't have family here. I don't have any friends. Even you, I think I met you lately after.
The day we met, Joseph, the same day.
Yeah, it was the same day we met. So that was my experience from the hospital. That's what I mentioned that I will talk. So according to Joseph was having those kind of issues. The question I asked myself, why was Joseph still living in the camp with all of those issues, health issues? That's why I said, I don't know. Was Joseph mentioned? Was it something that came in emergency like that? Or if he mentioned, if he met the doctors, he showed them the problem, why did they not let Joseph outside of the camp? Because as I've been saying, if they would not release me quickly, I was starting developing. One day I woke up in the morning, I had wounds in my neck. I was crushing the blood. I was spitting the blood.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know what was the problem. Maybe it was the ulcers that was starting bringing some wounds. I went to doctor, I showed him, I told him. He was just giving me painkillers for ulcers, gastric. But when you are giving someone the medicine, but afternoon, in evening, he will not eat. They will give him bread, and that bread causing him the problem. Maybe yesterday lunch, they gave him beans, which he will not eat. Sometimes I would not get lunch. So that was my experience. Luckily, or if I can say fortunately, I experienced that. I had that experience for 1.5 months. They released me. That was my luck. But that means in 1 month, if I had a big problem, I would die there. That's what happened to Joseph. He was attacked all of a sudden. He had a problem all of a sudden. He started complaining. He started limping, walking like someone who was walking. They see that he's no more same person. But they couldn't release him. That's why we say, if Joseph went to come to doctors, he told them he has a problem. They didn't release him. They didn't treat him, especially as a seeker, someone who is sick, who has a problem. Then the camp has something to do with his death. The reason why is, I'm saying like that, it's my experience. The day they raised me from that camp, mental problem comes down. My problem of ulcers comes down. But 1 month that I was there, the trauma comes down. 1 month that I was there, I had too much problem. And the trauma that I brought, instead of coming down, it was increasing. I was living with someone who had also mental problem. I had always feared that maybe one day he will wake up in the morning,
She's dead.
I'm dead. Because he was someone who was knocking during midnight. He knocked to your room. Are you calling me? With knife. He was fighting with neighbors always. I went to complain. Can you remove me from this room? When you talk to the security, they don't know do nothing. So those are kind of things that maybe if they close that camp, I have seen too many camps. It will be good for the refugee to not to live in such conditions, especially Ankerzentrum, where people are overloaded. There are many, and the services that are there sometimes, as you are saying, some offices. I was told that this is not a hotel several times when I complained something. This is not a hotel. I'm coming to show you my problem. Then you're answering me, this is not a hotel. And I have a problem. At least accommodation and the treatment must be
Equal and
a human being treatment that was supposed to be given the human being. Even if we don't give too much, but treatment helps people who are in those conditions to reduce the temper and the trauma that people are passing through. I've seen so many people who were not sleeping in their rooms. Why? As he was saying, they are expecting that deportation. Tomorrow morning they come, they take you by force. You didn't know nothing. You didn't have a chance to. Those are kind of things that was like making me say that this camp is no good for refugees.
Yeah, it's the same thing that you are saying, like when you talk about Joseph. Joseph was denied